And that's still the best way, if you ask me.
Borderline autistic, if you ask me.
But if you ask me, I'll tell you.
If you ask me, I think we're going to produce your first album.
But if you ask me, this isn't your car.
Can't control himself if you ask me.
Damn clever, if you ask me. It's a classic.
He runs an interesting little show here, which he calls Interzone Inc. Pretentious, if you ask me.
If you ask me, I'll say yes.
If you ask me, it all comes of having masters who aren't old boys.
If you ask me, I think it was an extremely cowardly act.
If you ask me, Sam, this is a wild goose chase.
If you ask me, the devil makes more sense than God does.
I'm the type of person, if you ask me a question and I don't know the answer, I'm going to tell you that I don't know.
It's a funny holiday, if you ask me. It makes no sense.
Bad manners, if you ask me.
More of a fool, if you ask me.
Not much to dissect, if you ask me.
Sounds like Jackson, if you ask me.
That's not very smart, if you ask me.
The decadence have ruined Paris, if you ask me.
This whole thing smacks of conspiracy, if you ask me.
Those things are more trouble than they're worth, if you ask me.
Too quiet, if you ask me.
Waste of money, if you ask me.
Waste of time, if you ask me.
Well, if you ask me...
Well, if you ask me, it's the Russians.
Well, if you ask me, sir, it's double talk.
You see, if you ask me, we're heterosexual by default, not by decision.